Welcome back to the Unveiled Podcast. Today we're going to be going over Lake Oak Meadows. We're going to be going over first looks or not first looks, missing watches, sit and sleep. We're going to be going over gifts from parents, timing, and how big of an impact your photographer will make on your day.
What he said! Hey guys, welcome to the show. Unveiled. OJ, wedding photographer here. And today we have a very special guest. We shot their wedding September 13th. Right?
Yes. You remembered.
No, I didn't. I looked it up before. Yeah, no credits. Because I don't remember any dates. But we shot their wedding a month-ish ago plus. And, you know, now they were so gracious as to come to our little home studio here to be able to talk to us about their wedding day and all the planning and all that kind of stuff to hopefully help you guys about it. So here is Sophie Aidan. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you, OJ. Thank you, Sheila.
There was this weird thing in my mind where I expected like a clap.
Here, I got it.
No, like a clap.
Oh.
Like an audience clap.
Yeah.
Sophie Aidan. There you go. You guys. So yeah, thank you for making the drive. It's really awesome of you guys. Your wedding, Lake Oak Meadows. Man, it practically went perfectly, didn't it?
It did.
I would say it went very well. From what I've heard from other couples and brides and grooms, and there's always something that goes wrong. I wouldn't say we had the something that went wrong. Then we didn't get to do the s'mores at our own wedding.
Yeah, that was the one thing we were like.
That was the one thing we were pretty bummed about. Yeah. We had the s'mores bar, didn't even get to do it.
Why? How did you miss it?
200 people.
200 people.
That's how. Small weddings.
Yeah.
Or just prioritize a s'mores bar.
Or prioritize a s'mores bar.
Yeah. I honestly did not even realize the s'mores bar got like set up and people were over there. But that is one thing I will say that I love about like the photos and stuff is seeing that people went to the s'mores bar.
But then you can't taste it after.
Can't taste it, but at least we got the joy of like seeing people doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what you put it out there.
Yeah.
It's treats for people to enjoy.
Yeah. For people that don't want cake, like I have my little brother's gluten-free, so we brought him a box of gluten-free graham crackers to do the s'mores bar.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's
stuff like
accommodating
that.
of you guys.
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
13, so, you know,
We had to
do
have
something for him.
Yeah.
That's true, huh? Teenagers at a wedding, like, what do they do?
Yeah, it's kind of a punishment if we don't give them something.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes, their wedding went practically perfect, except for that. Lake Oak Meadows is one of our favorite venues to shoot at. We've been shooting there for many years. And I always tell couples that if they reach out to us because they need photo and video for Lake Oak Meadows, I'm like, okay, this is not, we don't get any kickbacks for this, but Lake Oak actually does a great job.
They're amazing.
I mean, there you go. From testament from you guys. The staff, always on top of things. For some reason, schedules actually go on time, which is rare. We do so many weddings. I've been doing this way too long, and weddings never go on time, and I expect that. But at Lake Oak, I actually expect it to go on time, which is odd. Lake Oak Meadows, Temecula, somehow they can make it happen. So, you know, the goal of the show is always to give the brides planning their wedding still. And the cool thing with Sophie and Aidan, aside from just having had their wedding, everyone's getting married in your family. Who's getting married?
So my stepsister gets married next week on the 8th of November.
Are you part of the wedding too?
We are not in the bridal party, but we have like something that we are doing to help out at the wedding.
Okay.
Yes.
And then my older of my two younger sisters just got engaged.
Okay.
She's planning on getting married next year.
That's the one that's been talking to us.
Yes.
So we're trying to help. We're trying to help her find a wedding venue, and we're trying to get more wedding venue data in this show so we can help brides plan. Find a venue because it's so hard to get info. So maybe that's a good jumping off point.
Yeah.
How did you find your venue? What were annoying about the venue hunting process?
Do you want to tell like the real story or?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, the real story.
The real story.
Okay, what's
so Lake Oak was never even on our radar, like at all. When we were doing our venue tours, we set up 4 tours,
4 or 5,
4 or 5 tours in one day through Wedgewood. They're
big.
They're huge.
Venues everywhere.
Yeah.
So we toured 3 or 4 of them. The very first one we toured was Galloway Downs. That was our like number one. That's what we wanted.
Why?
because it had everything that we wanted.
It had the idea. It had the water, the trees, just kind of the vibe we were looking for, I think.
Open area, like where it doesn't... My big thing with weddings is I don't like to feel stuck at my chair when I'm there. Like, I like to kind of be able to get up and walk around and, like, see other things. And Lake Oak had that. Galloway Downs had that. They had, like, a separate courtyard outside of the venue space. So that's, like, one of the things that drew us there. Also, it was all-inclusive. So it was really nice to kind of have everything, most of everything situated, minus hair, makeup, photography, and like some odds and ends.
So most of the venue thingies
were
there. Done there. Yeah. So that was a big draw to those places. But when we were talking with them, and this was kind of the thing, is like getting out there, they don't really always tell you like dates and availability that they have because they want to get you in person. So we went there in person. When we were talking to them about dates, they didn't have any Saturdays left for the year of 2025. So we would have to then be considering like either a Friday or a Sunday wedding. Or even like a weekday, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Which we just weren't super drawn to the idea because of Aidan's work and stuff. It just made more sense to do a Saturday wedding for us. So that was pretty tough, and that was kind of like discouraging because we were kind of going to all these places, and we were like,
how far did you have to drive for that one?
That one was about an hour.
It was in Temecula.
It was in Temecula, so we stayed in the Temecula area, and we were
So it is an effort to get there. Only to be like,
man, like none of these are working out.
And we definitely, we both love wine country, Temecula. We try to go out there like once a month and spend a day out there. So that was like kind of the vibe we wanted, was somewhat winery, but not like overly like we are in the middle of the vineyard.
Yeah.
So that's what Galloway Downs had. We did Danza del Sol.
The Orchard.
The Orchard, and one more that I can't remember.
Yeah.
And they were all gorgeous. And I think a couple of them did have Saturdays, but it was too close to other weddings that we were in.
Okay.
So we weren't just planning for our wedding around our schedule. We had two other weddings, one at the end of August and one in the middle of October, that we had to kind of
balance.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it was like either do September or November, and then my stepsister had her wedding started to get planned in November, so we were like, all right, well then September it is. And we also started dating in September, so we were like, oh, okay, perfect.
Okay.
Like,
we wanted that month.
With some emotional aspect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that was kind of some struggle with that. So after we looked at Galloway Downs, that had been like our last tour of the day, it was kind of discouraging because we were like, oh my gosh, like none of these venues are like really working out. And it kind of started the panic of like, oh my gosh, I think we waited too long to try to come find a venue because everywhere really isn't having availability.
Oh, is it the dates that was not working out?
Yeah,
that was the biggest
were,
aspect?
Yeah, that was our big issue with venue shopping.
And was this like from having to visit, or were you able to get some dates when you called some places?
It was all like, okay, well, let's set up your visit, and then, you know, after you walk the grounds and we show you all this great stuff, you know, then we'll sit you down and talk pricing and the dates. So it's not really like you can ask them their available dates. Some places probably, but I know that with Wedgewood, it's a huge
push to kind of get you out there.
To get you out there.
And then when I would message other venues through like the Knot and like Zola and stuff, it was kind of the same thing where I would get like a pricing package, but when I would ask about dates and stuff, they'd be like, why don't you come out and see our place and then we'll talk dates and stuff. I'm like,
okay, but some places actually just gave you pricing.
Yes, a couple places did, but that was even really tough. Like, they wanted us to, like, kind of come out there and see the place before we got pricing and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's tough. Yeah.
It is like a thing with the wedding world. I mean, we publish our prices.
Yes.
But so many people and places don't, and that must be annoying.
Yeah. It's hard.
It just takes so much more effort.
It takes a lot of effort, and as much as I appreciate the vendors that try to like kind of make that connection, they're like, tell me everything about you guys. I'm like, yes, but what's the pricing? Like,
I mean, when I do a consult, I do the I want to know about you
thing.
Of
course.
But I get the price over with first.
Yes.
Because even though we publish, you know, people will still ask me, oh, how much? Well, it's in the website, but, you know, I'll still tell you. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because then, and I learned it from, have you guys ever sat through those timeshare sales?
Oh, yeah.
I have when I was younger because I was forced to with my parents.
Oh yeah, you came along?
Well, we were on the vacation and they're like, we have to do this. And I was like, okay, all right, I will go.
And one of the things that they did was, but they did a twist through for them. They tell you a price right at the beginning so that you're not thinking about the price, but it was a big price.
Yeah.
And then they present, and then they switch it to, but if you act now, it's like half the price.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the psychology of it was like, okay, at least you're not thinking about the price anymore.
Yeah.
You were probably going, no, I can't afford this because I already heard the price. But then, oh, I can afford this.
Yeah.
I just don't do the twist part because that's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like so manipulative.
It's a sales tactic.
It's a sales
Through and
tactic.
through it is.
I get what it is, but it's frustrating.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the biggest frustration for you.
Yes.
With and this is I don't want to, we have a relationship with Lake Oak, but I gotta ask, like, did you have to jump through the same hoop with Lake Oak?
No.
So that's kind of the funny story of Lake Oak. So we left Galloway Downs and we were like, okay, let's just go have like a drink or something because like we're a little overwhelmed and a little like defeated right now. And so we were sitting at a winery and my mom was Googling because she could tell like I was just like over this. I was like, I think I'm
your
done.
mom was with you?
Like she was on the phone with us.
Oh, okay.
We
just
called
Aidan
her.
and I went.
Okay.
We called her and she was like, she could just tell. She was like, okay, I need to find some like more places or something. So she found Lake Oak through a Google search.
Oh.
And she just like
Good
was
job,
like
SEO Lake Oak.
yes. And then she was just like, you guys should just like pop by and just walk around and look. And like we pulled in and we walked down and we loved it.
Oh, you literally just
Oh,
popped
literally.
Yeah, there
Just-
was no schedule. No schedule. We did
Just
not. We did not talk
Just-
to the wedding coordinator, planner,
Nope.
whoever, the salesperson. No one.
Okay.
We pulled into the parking lot and sat at the top of the stairs where she ended up walking down, and we were like, okay, this is pretty nice.
We like
Okay.
the cool thing about Lake Oak is you walk down and you immediately see the altar and stuff. So we actually walked up to the altar and took pictures of each other at it because we were like, what would like be what we're looking at on the wedding day of like each of us standing here and stuff.
Yeah, and I think we shared those pictures with you.
we
when
showed
started
you guys
doing
and we
ours.
recreated it on the wedding day. So that was
Yeah.
like a cute little thing. And then we found the like office where the sales office where they like
You just
coordinate
kinda
the stuff.
Well,
walked?
let me
Yeah.
let me stop her. Izzy, if you're watching, I'm sorry. She stalked Izzy down when she worked there because she
Yeah.
saw her giving a tour to another couple.
Oh.
So we did this, like walked by
And saw the tour
and,
happening.
and saw the tour happening, and she's
You're
like, we gotta ask for a tour. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Let's go sit down and grab a glass of wine, let her finish her thing, and then we'll stalk her. It's fine. and she came back to her office, and I walked in and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry to bug you. Do you mind if we get a tour? I know we don't have something scheduled. And she was so gracious and kind. She's like, yes, just give me 10, 20 minutes to sit down and eat really fast.
Oh.
And then I'll take you guys on your tour. So I was like, okay, perfect. And
She was amazing, yeah.
she was awesome.
And then we were so lucky because
Unfortunately, she doesn't work anymore, but
yeah, she was awesome. But everyone there is awesome.
yeah.
And then thankfully they had one more date left in September, so we just jumped on that date.
And so began the trend of everything just working out for your wedding.
Seriously, we also were very lucky. We got a discount for our wedding day because they weren't able to sell it, so we got it for a weekday price for a weekend.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, which was huge. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
That was an awesome thing because I guess that there's some superstition with like the 13th because it can fall on like a Friday the 13th. And
You have an
stuff.
anniversary on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with.
We're fine with
I
that.
like horror things, so all good by me.
We were fine with it, so that didn't scare us off, but we were definitely excited about the discount price, so we were like, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I love like spontaneous things like that.
Yeah.
Especially life-changing spontaneous things.
Yeah.
Like just, for Sheila and I, she's a 90-day fiance.
Yeah.
I petitioned her for the Philippines, and we planned our wedding within like a month and a half, 3 months.
Oh my gosh,
it was
wow.
really short. We
Yeah.
just had a full-on 150 plus wedding guests.
Oh, wow.
Church, reception, everything. My best man had gifted us a honeymoon. It was a cruise.
Yeah.
And so, wedding happens, we go to the cruise the next day, all packed our bags, and they're like, oh, well, if she boards, she won't be able to come back. Because she was too new, having just gotten to America,
Oh my gosh.
and her status was still in flux.
Okay.
The papers weren't processed yet.
Oh my gosh.
So we had no honeymoon. I was like, dude, they're not letting us board. Pick us up. And so we go have dinner, and I'm like, we're not gonna not have a honeymoon. Forget this. Let's get in the car. And then we just drove north. And then no hotels booked, nothing. Don't know where to stop.
Figured it out.
Yeah.
We literally just freaking drove. And that's our life.
That is
like
so
that became
awesome.
a metaphor of life for us, where we're just like, babe, we're going.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, so back to their wedding. So that was a big challenge.
Yeah.
But through fortuitous Googling and good job on SEO, because like your mom found Lake Oak, and everything just happened to work out there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It just all clicked.
What are some of the most talked about favorite things that you thought was the most successful about your wedding day?
Ooh. Honestly, there was just the beauty of Lake Oak is what people consistently are telling me about, is they were just so surprised by how beautiful the venue was.
We're not trying to make a commercial for Lake Oak.
Yeah, not
But
trying
it's going to be a
to.
commercial for Lake Oak.
It's gonna be.
But that was not the plan.
Yeah.
But if it turns out that way, then good job, Lake Oak.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it is gorgeous.
Yeah, just honestly, also just the area for a lot of my family, they came from either out of state or like LA, so Temecula was like a new place that they're not super familiar
Like
with.
a nice,
Yeah.
different environment.
Different
puts you in a
environment.
magical place.
Yeah, it felt like different from like other weddings they've been to and stuff like that. So that was kind of a lot of feedback I've gotten from people, that they liked the ability to go to wineries and stuff before the wedding and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So that was kind of fun. It was like a mini like destination for some people. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like not LA. It's not
Yeah.
the usual place you go to.
Yeah.
Different enough. Okay. How about the wedding itself? Like the different
Yeah.
aspects. Like what kind of stuff really stood out to you? What kind of things did people report back? Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this blah 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 was so blah.
Well, the pictures. Not
The pictures.
I'm just being honest.
Not gonna lie.
Everybody
pictures.
we have shown the pictures
Oh my
to,
gosh.
or the video of the highlights, or the speeches, everything from top to bottom. They were like, "Oh my gosh, these are the most beautiful wedding pictures we've
Yeah. I have to say, like, my maid of honor and
How
some
do I
of my
Venmo them?
bridesmaids. Yeah.
yeah. Paid advertisement.
Yeah. Low-key advertising. But my maid of honor and bridesmaids were saying that they were just looking over your guys' shoulders and stuff while you were taking photos and video, and they were like, oh my gosh, like, that's just, like, pictures they took, and it looks amazing. Like, so.
You know, okay, maybe I will unpat the back and try to turn this into a teaching moment, because, you know, someone might be watching this from New York, and we travel, but like we try to keep our stuff more local because we have kids and stuff. So,
Yeah.
But what kind of things from your experience, if someone's looking for a photographer, what kind of things do you think they should be looking for?
Okay, I got some good ones on this.
The
Short, 5'3", Filipino.
Yes. Husband-wife duo.
husband-wife duo. I
Really?
would say the photographers really kind of set the tone for the day.
Yeah, you don't really have a vendor other than your photographer and videographer that's so involved with the day, where they're like with you for the whole day. And
Aside from a wedding planner.
Yeah,
Wedding
aside
planner,
from a
day
wedding
of.
planner.
We might be talking more to you
But
than the wedding
honestly,
planner, actually.
yeah, I have to
I would say throughout the day.
I
Yeah.
had more FaceTime with you guys throughout the day than I did with like the day of coordinator and stuff. And for me, that was actually a lot of feedback I got from friends from their weddings in the past and stuff, as they said, you know, maybe I should have shopped a little bit more with my photographer, or they were raving about like how nice their photographer was because they were so helpful or they were so knowledgeable on things. Like, so that was feedback that we got, and that's something I always tell people as well, is I'm like, really take a minute to talk with the photographer and videographer, because it is kind of like a tone setter for the day, because it's just someone that has to interact with your family a lot, your friends a lot. Like, it's just someone that has a lot of FaceTime with your wedding guests.
And you know, for us, I'm actually really picky with who I let on the team.
Yeah.
Because I realize it's not about the pictures.
Yeah.
It's about this.
Yes.
And if you're not a people, I can't train you to be a people.
Yeah.
You either love
Yeah.
interacting with people or not.
Like
Yes.
when we were going through other vendors, and this isn't to knock anybody down. Everybody
Sure.
we talked to was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's, you could just tell who treated it as a business transaction versus who treated it as like something they liked to do. And I
Yes.
feel like you guys like to do this, and I mean, yes,
You
it is
have
your
to.
business.
Yeah.
But other videographer, photographer duos, it was almost just kind of like a very like business transaction. Here's what we're gonna do, and that's it. Whereas you, I think we talked, and we ended up talking about The Walking Dead like for half of the first interview we did with each other before we even booked with you. Like,
Yeah.
and it just felt more like friendly. So I think that that's a huge part that will make your wedding day go that much better.
Yeah.
Is having the photographer, videographer, if it's a duo, if it's two people that just come together, however, I think they really can set the tone for the day.
Yeah.
Because you can always tell from their portfolio how good the pictures are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know the prices from the prices, but without having that good, intimate conversation, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Now, I tell all couples this, and maybe you can help me substantiate this from your experience, but how much did the engagement shoot change your relationship with the photographers?
A lot, I feel like. Or I feel that way, at least.
No, yeah. I feel it. Sorry, I blanked for a second because the engagement day, we had a different photographer, and I totally was like, what do you mean? Yes, with you guys.
Oh, then I must have did the whole, I know you got photographed your engagement day, but we really should do it together.
Yes.
And I must have told you why, and we did it.
Yeah.
And what do you think of that in retrospect?
I think I'm so glad that we did it, because I think in a lot of ways it just gets you familiar with the photographer's style and like maybe what works, what you're happy with, what you're not happy with. Like a great piece of advice you guys gave me was to do my makeup trial the day of our engagement photos, which I'm so glad I did that, because I actually did change my wedding makeup from the engagement photo makeup.
Oh, you did?
I did. And I still liked it, but when I was looking back at the photos, I was like, I really like this for the engagement photos, but for the wedding photos, maybe I want a little bit more makeup on than I thought. Like,
interesting. Oh, this is good.
Yeah. So that was like a huge thing that I was like, I never, and I would have been happy with it either way. Like, I love our engagement photos.
Okay.
But like, it was a thing where I was like, looking back at it, I was like, it kind of looks like everyday makeup I always do. And like, I feel like wedding day makeup, you can like be a little bit more than everyday makeup.
Ooh, this is good.
Yeah.
I get this so often from brides going like, oh, I don't want to like look like not me and this and that. But you actually had a little bit of regret.
Yeah.
Not like full regret.
Not full regret.
Like,
I think I was so scared of, like, that same idea of not looking like myself or being like, oh my God, like, why do I look like this? You
were scared of that.
I was scared of that. So I went for that more natural look. And then I was kind of like, okay, like, it looks nice, but it doesn't look like any more special than, like, if I had done my makeup myself.
Why didn't you just go with that same makeup artist and go, ooh, I want more?
I did, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yes. We still used them.
Kept the makeup artist.
Kept the makeup artist.
But just had them do more.
So I was like, it was on me. It was like the idea of what I wanted. She did exactly what I asked. And I was like, you know what? I think my idea just evolved from the photos. And I actually shared the engagement photos with her. And we had a great like powwow of like, okay. Because she did exactly what I asked for. It was nothing on her. She was amazing. But when I looked back and we had a nice little powwow, like, okay, I liked this, but maybe more of this. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So aside from establishing a better rapport with your photographer, you also, the whole makeup thing actually made you evolve the way that you approach your makeup for wedding day, because you saw how something photographs and it's a totally different beast.
Yes.
I mean, that's why men on TV or movies get makeup too, because like you want to look extra, you want to look better.
Yeah.
And especially for women, wedding day, there should be a pop to it.
Yes, just a little bit. And she did 2 of my bridesmaids' makeup and my mom's makeup, and I believe my sister-in-law's makeup, and everybody looked amazing. So she was awesome. Like,
what's her name?
Her name is Brittany, and she's with SoCal Hair and Makeup.
Okay.
So I cannot recommend her enough. She's amazing.
And we're not intending to do commercials today. It's just, if it happens that way, they chose vendors that they're really happy with and made good decisions that they're really happy with the wedding. So it just accidentally turns out that way. I'll pay you later. But, so, okay. That's cool, and I love that little tidbit because I wouldn't have guessed. I give that advice all the time, but it's great to see in action.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is that you can do this. Can you do both?
If I have to think about it, probably not.
Can you do the other eyebrow?
I probably can't.
I wonder if I've ever seen.
I wonder if it comes up on its own.
Yeah. We'll see.
I practiced this as a kid, like just doing this. Almost.
I can for sure do the left. I don't know about the right.
Back to weddings. Sorry, I get easily distracted. Gonna go back to the question.
Yeah.
the original question of things that went absolutely well for your wedding day. Venue, you happen to find us. What else? What details about the wedding? What little thingies?
The florals.
The florals. I have
absolutely.
to say, Janelle was like amazing. Also, the bouquet toss that I ended up like ixnaying. I got so much feedback that people loved that part of the reception and the speeches and stuff.
Yeah, it's a new thing. Like, instead of doing a bouquet toss, you dedicate it to your mother.
Yeah.
And she really wanted to do that. We saw a TikTok about it, and she's like, I want to do that. And I was like, okay, let's do it.
I was trying to come up with a way to, like, do something for my mom, because it was something that I thought about where I was like, oh my gosh, like, on a wedding day, there really isn't many parts of the day for the mother of the bride. And then my bouquet also had my grandmother's veil wrapped around it, which was her mom, so I also really wanted to give her the bouquet with the veil wrapped around it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I just love meaning like that.
Yeah.
We had this bride recently.
Her
mom's wedding train, she turned it into her bridal robe.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And someone sewed it for her, right? It was cool.
Yeah.
It was super cool. But I love little touches like that, just make things meaningful. You know, one thing I never thought about. So, you gave that's your mom, right?
Yes.
And it has that special material.
Yes.
That is historical. What'd your mom do with it now?
So we got dry cleaned, and I have two girl cousins that was also my grandma's grandkids, so they're my cousins. So we're going to give it to them so that they can do something with the veil on their wedding day as well.
What'd you do with the flowers?
With the flowers, I actually got them preserved in a tray
You did?
on Etsy. Yeah, so I'm getting them back actually like this next week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can kind of have your cake and eat it too then.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome. It'd be neat to get like a link on that.
Yeah.
And like what the final...
Oh yeah, I'm excited to
like
see that. It's supposed to be like a 14-inch round tray with like all the flowers in it. So like we'll
It's
see
like an
how it
acrylic
looks.
tray. It's probably
Yeah.
like just a little smaller than this table.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You get to keep it.
Keep
Yes,
it. I know,
yeah.
because that was something that I was like, man, I really don't want to like throw these away. Like,
Well, they're
Yes.
expensive.
And it's so
They're
meaningful.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep them.
That's true. That's
But
true.
I think it's the tray itself. Yes, it was expensive, but I think it is worth the money.
I think it is worth it.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm gonna steal your line. Speaking of expenses, I haven't really done any episodes yet with florists.
Yeah.
And I've been meaning to, so that I can get that aspect of things. What was your florist hunting journey like? What are some numbers that you ran into?
Yeah.
I'd love to know. They'd love to know.
Yeah. For us, we really had the florist kind of figured out through Lake Oak. Sorry, again, not a promotion for Lake Oak.
Well, they have a florist that they just use.
That they
Yeah.
use. So it didn't really make sense for us to go find a different one and like recreate the wheel there. But we had like Aidan's best man got married a month after us. We had a wedding 2 weeks before ours, and then we have siblings that got engaged and are getting married at the same time. So we heard a lot of floral quotes. It can range. It can go from anywhere between, depending on what you want, of course. Like I've heard as low as like $1,000 and up to like $12,000. Like
Just like everything in
Yeah.
weddings.
everything with
Jeez.
weddings, it really like I think it depends on like what you're looking for, how much you're looking for, what area you're looking in. Like it really is just all over the map.
Yeah. And then there's like these artificials. That's another
Yeah,
way to
that's
go.
the thing that I had a friend do actually for her wedding. She had her bridal bouquet was like real flowers, and then our bridesmaids ones were the Hobby Lobby flowers that she and her aunt put together themselves. Like,
Which
yeah,
pretty fun. And
which super fun or
doesn't
super
die.
stressful. Yeah,
Or super stressful.
I don't know which one for certain people. It's different.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of stressful, how about this? Aside from your non-s'more eating night, you can make up for it this winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other people's weddings, we'll make up
There
for
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
Aside from that, was there anything actually that went badly, or maybe it was bad and you found out later that something happened and it didn't hit you during the wedding day? Just any at all regrets?
I wouldn't say regrets. I would say making sure that parents are there on time. I'll fully admit it, and she made fun of me. I was a little bit for like 30 minutes, a groomzilla, whatever it is.
How can you be a groomzilla?
I know, I'm a great guy, right? No, it was just because we had our first look at
3, I think.
Yeah. 3:30, and at first, I had no clue that all of the parents were going to be watching, but then most of them just ended up being there.
That just happened.
Like, oh, okay, cool.
It just happened. But
Yeah.
then that's kind of a cool
But
thing
that's a
within
cool
itself.
special moment
Yeah.
that they get to experience too, you know.
Yeah.
And I wept. I'm a crybaby. Whatever.
Yeah, it's all good. Same here.
Bam. Just making sure that somebody is delegated to regulate the parents being there on time. Because we did have pictures before the ceremony that would have been nice to get of the parents like right away done, so that afterwards we can do more family portraits with extended family, get that out of the way, and then really keep things on time. Now I know not everybody does portraits beforehand or does a first look, so everybody's going to be different. But I would say if you could just delegate a sibling, a cousin, somebody to regulate the parents and making sure that they're there on time.
Yeah.
Also, another job of a wedding planner to do.
Yes.
Because there is a distinction between the coordinator for a venue versus a wedding planner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And typically, Lake Oak doesn't need a wedding planner.
No.
Really don't.
Lisa
Yeah.
and the people there,
Yeah.
they do a great job kind of filling in for those shoes.
Yes.
It's one of the only venues that I think does amazing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Other venues are okay too, but they're exemplar in that. And their little golf carts. That just,
Yes.
Well, they had a whole like production team.
Yeah.
I mean, we only met a handful of them, but there was people behind the scenes that like we ended up meeting later. And
Yeah.
it's a full production there. It's not just Lisa for the day.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. And everyone knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
They're amazing over there, yeah.
So yeah, a wedding planner can do that, or like you were saying, a sibling or someone. But yeah, definitely wrangling people is that's one of the few ways that you can go late on a wedding.
Yes.
You're just going, let's do this group shot. Oh, we're missing one person.
Exactly.
Especially with big families, which we have that.
Which I have 2 sets of parents, so it's
Yeah.
huge that everybody should be there on time. And they weren't necessarily like late, but it was like 5 or 10 minutes, and we were kind of standing around of like, where are they? Like they should have been here. So just having somebody to delegate that to.
But also to chime in, if you have a photography team that knows how to be flexible and readjust, because that's one of the one thing that you need to always do as a wedding photographer is keep on adapting to the ever shifting circumstances of the day and just have solutions. So I don't know how to advise someone how to pick a photographer that has solutions. The only obvious would be that they have enough experience.
Yeah.
Because you might get a really good price for a real inexperienced photographer, and they might be very passionate, they might be really care, and they might have amazing photos. It's just they won't know as much, and that's...
If it starts to go off script, they're going to freeze, and not know where to go.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how different it is from year 1 to 5 of shooting weddings where it's like everything was... where I'm like, especially if we shoot only photos that day, it's a walk in a park just because I'm freaking old.
Yeah.
And I've just done it so long.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between experience.
Yeah.
All the solutions I've run into all the problems typically, and I have a bunch of solutions to pull out of my pockets for that. Only thing I haven't learned is how to tie a bow tie, and I really should learn how to tie a bow tie.
It's not as hard as you think.
Do you know how to tie a bow tie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
Why?
haven't. I was in choir in high school. Yep.
So
I had to learn how to tie a bow tie because when you have concerts, we all wear bow ties.
why not the clip-on?
Because we didn't have clip-ons. Don't blame me. Blame the choir director. Okay.
But good for you, and you still know how?
I could probably figure it out if you gave me 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. And,
I wish I had a bow tie to test
and that's
on
where
this
you
right
get stuck
now.
with the 45-minute later.
No,
too.
you have the fish, so it looks like a fish, and one side is longer. You pull it over, fold it back in half, over, back and through. Dude, I got it. Give me a bow tie. Somebody give me a bow tie.
I know, gosh darn. We don't even own one, do we? Yeah, I want to do an episode where me and Sheila both learn, and on camera try to see who gets it right first.
Yeah.
Just a little competition.
Then you got to do the different tie knots. You get the single Windsor, double Windsor. Oh yeah. Then you get all crazy.
For bow
with it.
ties, there's
No,
Windsors
no,
also?
No, bow ties.
Oh, right, neckties.
I'm just talking neckties.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
That'd be another fun one. But,
that one I got down.
ideas.
That one I got down. I can do it on another person.
Yeah.
And normally take one, I'll get the right length.
Yeah.
So I might have forgotten the single because I always go with double because the double Windsor is more even.
It just looks nicer.
Yeah. But there's times when single actually is more appropriate, and I gotta research that. I want to ask you guys real quick, backtracking with the first look, because that is like a big decision for someone to make.
Yeah.
Why did you guys go with the decision of the first look? And do you regret it? Do you agree with it?
No, I don't regret any second of it. I thought it was a very special moment, and we still had our special moment when she came down the stairs.
But you don't agree with it?
No. I agree with doing a first look.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
So why do you agree with the first look?
At first, I was very opposed to it because I wanted that moment of her walking down the aisle, which we still had. Because again, I'm an emotional guy. Just through and through, I'll put it out there. Everyone can know. But if you have a larger family, doing a lot of the pictures before the ceremony helps so much with the timeline. Because I think if we didn't do that, it would have pushed back us getting to the reception probably by 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's about right.
So that was kind of a really big leading and deciding factor into doing the first look for us. Other than we did want to have that special moment of where it was captured on video where I was turned around. And, I mean, you guys got the video and pictures of that, so that was a fantastic moment.
Yeah, it's also just so much of a wedding day goes by so quickly that I swear, when we got to the reception and, through the ceremony, I remember being did I see you? When we were doing this? It's just funny, how many, moments during a wedding day that you're man, there's not a minute to just, stand and talk about something. Which, the hilarious thing that I die about, the thing we talked about during our first look is Aidan had lost a watch, a year ago.
Oh,
and
no. It was 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago or something. And the first thing he says to me after he turns around, we have our moment, he goes, I found my watch. Yeah. It was in his men's warehouse bag.
No.
Or where was it?
It was in my suitcase in a hidden pocket.
Oh, in a hidden pocket. But...
Oh, you happen to use a suitcase again?
Yeah, because we stayed in Temecula.
Yeah.
So I used that suitcase.
So, but it's just I always laugh because I'm we never would have talked about that on the wedding day if we didn't have a quiet moment together for 2 seconds where he's oh, by the way, that watch we've been looking for, I found it.
Because I've been searching for this thing. I have ripped my apartment in half trying to find it.
We moved the couch, we moved the bed, it was a saga.
And it would be every 6 months. I'm I gotta find the watch. I've gotta find it.
Yeah.
And it was in my suitcase, and I found it on my wedding day.
And you had a gift on your wedding day right there to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You got 2 watches that day.
I did. My best man also got me a watch. So. I wore the watch he got me because it was a lot nicer than my other watch that I lost.
But yeah, his best man got him a watch because I was telling him how we lost his only watch, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'll get him one as a wedding present."
Well, good.
Yeah.
Now I have 2 watches.
Yeah, there you go. It worked out.
Yeah.
That we just had that happen. Something similar, not as satisfying, but because it got cold.
Yeah.
So she busted out the coats.
Yeah.
She was like, "There are the AirPods." It's
Oh my gosh! And I knew it was gonna be something like that. I was we're gonna find it somewhere that we're of course that's where it was. Duh. Yeah. Did we not check?
Yeah. And I had checked that suitcase 4 times. But there was a hidden pocket that I didn't know about, and it fell into that hidden pocket.
How did you find it?
I was going through because I was searching for, I think, my cologne or deodorant for the day of, and I just felt, and I went on the inside of a pocket, and then I felt a lump, and I was like, that's not supposed to be there. So then I reached down and in, and I was like, oh, well, there's my watch.
Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so the other thing, aside from watches, the other thing right now, you guys are helping people plan their own wedding day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're trying to help those people plan their wedding day too. What kind of things have you been talking with your peeps about their wedding? I mean, even the one happening next week, I'm sure you guys help them too.
Yeah.
What kind of struggles were they going through? What kind of advice were you giving them?
Yeah.
And maybe still actively doing so.
Yeah. I think honestly, I tell everybody have a to-go bag for everybody for the bridal suite and stuff, because the amount of stuff that my bridesmaids and I left in the bridal suite or that got mixed up, I was missing things from the wedding because my mom took it home and then I was in Ukiah, but it was a little bit of chaos with stuff like that. We had to ask someone at Lake Oak to open the bridal suite after they had locked it up and closed it down because we were left things in there. That was a little bit of a mess.
So I would say mark everything, label everything that you are taking home.
Yeah.
And make sure you designate somebody to check the bridal suite, the groom suite, whenever, because some venues you can get into them until the end of the night. Mm-hmm. Some when your ceremony's over, you cannot get back into them. And they move everything out. So delegating somebody to check that before the wedding is over or before everybody leaves and stuff gets locked up, and have them coordinate with the day of coordinator. Hey, I'm your person that when you're locking this, I need to know so I can grab everything. Because I went back and forth like 2 times with the security guard. I was like, oh, we have everything. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we do. Oh, no, actually, I need to get in there. So delegating that at the end of the night is something we've talked to them about. And then
that would have been ironic if like the watch was gone again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like, damn it. I know.
We only had it for one day.
Yeah. It would have been a sweet one day, though.
Yeah.
And then just timeline. I mean,
Lake Oak, you've been talking to them about their time.
Yeah. Just like, not just them asking questions, not being like, oh, you should do this, this, this. It was just more like, hey, like, how do we get around getting everybody to the venue?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And not necessarily with the wedding next weekend. My stepsister, she has that all handled. But like my younger sister who just got engaged, she's had questions about like, well, what about getting everybody to the venue? What about blah, 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 blah? And, it's more of just like, hey, just give everybody a set time, and either everybody needs to carpool, or, you can talk about doing a bus, which is what my stepsister is doing. She's taking like a bus from where everybody's getting ready to the venue.
Okay. That's always nice.
And that helps with the timeline, because then everybody is
there. Do you know how much the bus rental was costing?
I think it's like $300 or $400. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's like for 2 trips. So it takes one stack of people, comes
that
back.
Many people?
Yeah.
Feeding 2 trips?
Yeah. Well, because it's the bridal party and their dates.
Okay.
So that's why it's 2 separate trips.
Okay.
So, I mean, just kind of timeline as much as like that stuff.
Yeah.
And then like wedding guests. My sister's like, give me your wedding guest list. And then she's been asking me, oh, do I have to invite these people? Because there's certain people, and not in a bad way, but there's certain people that are my parents' friends that I am really close with that she just doesn't have a relationship with.
Yeah.
So it's like, well,
tricky.
I don't need to invite these people, right? And I'm like, well, no, I have this relationship with them because of X, Y, and Z. You don't have that same relationship with them. And then, I just told her especially, I was like, somebody somewhere is going to be upset with how you do your wedding. I said, you need to shrug it off, because it's at the end of the day, it's about you, not about what they want. They're a guest. They should feel honored that they're even invited. Mm-hmm. So somewhere, some way, somehow, somebody's going to be upset, and you just got to...
How did you guys pick your guests? How many guests were?
195.
Yeah.
Okay, 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a lot of hand.
Was that a narrowed down already, or were you pretty chill about?
So
we
had
both,
an invite list of
253.
How much can Lake Oak take?
300.
Okay.
So actually, I think we had 270 invited.
Yeah.
Okay.
For us, we were pretty relaxed about people having +1s.
Okay.
That wasn't, which I know some people kind of cut that off. They're like, if we don't know your significant other, then we don't give an invite to them. But we were pretty relaxed for like +1s, because our method to our madness there was that I know that I would enjoy going to a wedding a lot more if my partner was able to come with me.
That's true.
So that was just how we thought about that.
We knew pretty much everybody's +1. There was maybe 2 or 3 people where we didn't, and we were like, it's 3 people. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just have a gigantic family on both sides of my parents. Like I think just one side of my family was like 50 or 60 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. And the other side was like 20 or 30. And then then her friends or our combined friends and stuff like that made up the rest. But there was also a lot of invites where we knew people weren't going to come because of, where they're at in life, or just making sure it's kind of like a...
courtesy invite?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there was probably about 20 or 30 people where we knew, hey, they're probably not going to come, but they should get an invite still.
Yeah.
In the event that they do come. And one of the people did, my Uncle Chuck.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was an actual invite. Like, I did want him there, but it was also a courtesy invite because I didn't think that they would come.
Okay. Yeah. It was the same thing for me, too. I had a couple people that I was like, oh, they probably won't come. Like, just... Too far. They're from out of state. And, like, it's a lot of effort for them, and they came.
Or they're older.
Which was so amazing. Like, one of them was my grandmother's best friend, because my grandmother was not able to be at my wedding day because she passed a couple years ago. And her best friend made the trip from Minnesota because she was like, she would kick my butt if I did not come to your wedding and represent for her.
Oh, wow.
So that was
That's
very
awesome.
touching. So we had a couple people like that I was like, I'm so surprised they're coming, but we're so touched that they're coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I mean, that's neat to know. Like that little piece of advice of, send out those courtesy invites.
Yes.
And you never know. Invite the people that are just the courtesy invites. One, it's nice. They'll feel loved by even just receiving the invite, and then they might be able to actually go, even if you didn't think that they were going to be able to go. So that's good. It's nice.
Or they'll give gifts. We had a lot of that. A lot of people that didn't come still gave gifts,
which was
very
so generous.
awesome of them.
Yeah.
Very generous. But that's the other thing too. If you invite more people, you get more gifts, you get more money.
True.
So that's the trade-off. That is the trade-off.
I forget. Did you guys do money dance? I forgot.
No,
No.
we did not. No.
Okay. I was looking through your pictures and highlight video, but I don't remember seeing that. We did, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Because counting the cash, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
We had friends that did that the month after us, and we were like, dang, that does look fun. Like,
Yeah, my best man, who I was his best man, they did one, and I watched like 2 or 3 people give him like $100 bills.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you're like, oh, dang.
Like, maybe
Yeah.
that's not a bad idea.
actually, his best man was also his fiance, now wife, was one of my bridesmaids as well. And she was telling me, like, the crazy uncles brought the $100 bills, like, to dance with them.
Yeah. And they danced with both of them and stuff like that. So.
And you know what's so irks me? People do now put like a Venmo link and that kind of stuff. But back when we were getting married 12 years ago, we just celebrated, I was joking, not joking about that. And they're like, oh, that's so tacky. Like, what? Because it was super new back then.
Super new,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm always like an early adopter of things.
Yeah.
So I'm quick to try to change. And I was like, yeah, we should totally do that. I also had this cool concept that no one's ever done, which is I call it the cake toss.
Ooh.
As opposed to a bouquet toss. And you have to toss the cake and then catch it with your mouth. Which led us to try a lot of cake pops. Which was fun.
Yeah.
But that got ixnayed eventually. We didn't do a cake toss. Our
Yeah.
venue was a little tighter.
Yeah.
And it would have been messy to just be throwing a bunch of cake pops. And
We would have figured out eventually.
Yeah.
Somebody somewhere would have caught one.
no, I was supposed to catch it.
You
were
were
gonna
supposed
catch
to catch
it.
it.
Yes. So instead of slicing the cake,
Oh.
we were gonna
Throw
toss
cake.
the cake.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm dumb, and dumb things come out of my head, and then some we do, some we don't.
Yeah.
Sheila's job is to say which ones are actually dumb or which ones are actually smart.
Yeah.
That's our marriage.
Yeah.
I feel like that's most women's role.
That's true.
Is like
Yeah.
stopping us from being too dumb.
Okay.
So.
Oh, cool. Good for me to know. We talk so much about Lake Oak, and I always want to be as practical as possible in this show and really get to the nitty gritty. And we got to some nitty gritties.
Yeah.
Numbers. I should have covered it even earlier. What are some of the costs associated with Lake Oak Meadows?
So.
And this is 2025.
Yes.
This was in September.
Yes.
Prices typically change year after year, but this at least gives you a ballpark on what it could. We had 200 guests.
Yes.
Okay.
For-
All the food's included.
Yes. Food's included. There was some florals included. Cake was included.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. They work with the
I did not know
bakery.
this.
Yeah, they work with the bakery.
Grutardia is 1914 down in Temecula.
Yeah.
Who's retarded?
Grutardia.
Grutardia.
I think that's how you say it, but that's the name of the bakery that they work with. So
Yeah.
you give the bakery your wedding head count for the day,
Yeah.
and it's already included in your price with Lake Oak. So that's another thing. You don't have to go out and
Find
explore
a baker.
bakers and vendors and taste 30 different cakes from 5
That's
different
not a
places.
bad
And-
thing.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
a terrible thing.
Not terrible.
But
Maybe
for
not
people who
great
don't
if you're
have
trying to fit
time-
in your wedding dress, though.
Okay. That's true. Oh, that's not good.
But you still do a tasting with them.
Okay.
And that's included again in your price with Lake Oak.
Was
Yeah.
that in the same day as the Lake Oak tasting, or was that a different
That was a
time?
different
Different
day
day.
because you actually scheduled that through the bakery. Okay. So, what they do at the bakery is they'll get like a final head count from Lake Oak, and then they'll make a cake with the amount of tiers and stuff needed to give to each of the people.
The tiers come from seeing the price of everything at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Never
yes,
mind.
there is a good chunk of florals included, and they already have a florist, so you don't got to go hunt for that.
And then
food,
on top of that, you
bar,
just order whatever other floral.
Yes, if you
Yes.
would like extra, which
What was already included? Which florals?
All of our table centerpieces were included.
Okay.
it's table centerpieces.
What about the
there's,
arch?
No, the arch was separate.
Okay.
I thought there was like a smaller arch included.
Oh, like a standard arch, and then you can like upgrade
Maybe.
to
I think so.
archier arch.
I don't know about that, but maybe.
Okay, don't quote us on that.
Don't quote us on that. I'm not sure about that one.
But yes, all of the table.
The table centerpieces were included.
But your bouquet and the bridesmaids bouquet, that's a separate.
That was a separate.
Okay.
And then we also did like corsages for the grandmas and the moms and boutonnieres for the guys.
Speaking of boutonnieres, can you just get the magnet kind? The magnet kind makes no blood, and also, or the kind that just slips right in here.
Yeah.
Just see if they have that. I just recommend that.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to have like one person that knew how to do the boutonnieres right around doing everybody's.
Did you do any for them? Do you remember? I don't know.
Did you do our boutonnieres? I think you did our boutonnieres.
Sheila bustled my white dress.
I do a lot of help, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sheila bustled my wedding dress. She's the jack of all trades.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. And the extra that you paid for my elbow just snapped. The extra that you paid for the other florals. Do you remember about how much ish?
It was an extra $3 or $4 I think, wasn't it? No,
less than
a little
that.
more than that.
A little more?
No, maybe it was $4. I think we got an extra $4, but that was again boutonnieres, corsages, her bouquet,
my bouquet,
bridal bouquets, and then we did.
How many bridesmaids and
we had 8 bridesmaids and 8 groomsmen.
Okay,
so we had big bridal.
So that gives you a little perspective because that's a quantity of
exactly.
We also did like aisle flowers and stuff like that. So we just had a lot of like extra things added in, and then I think at the very end too we added 2 like bursts of flowers at the end of the aisle because we didn't. It was our mistake, but we didn't realize that there were wine barrels at the end of it. So then we were like, oh, we should put flowers on top of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a last minute change.
We had like last minute like panicked add-ons.
Okay.
But if you don't already have that included, like we were saying earlier, you get quotes anywhere from $2,000 for some very basic florals, or my buddy who got married in August, I think they got a quote for like $12,000 to $14,000.
Yeah. Wow. And I can see where it gets a little out of control with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how about just the venue, like the food altogether, like
food.
So it's dependent on age for the pricing there.
Yeah.
0 to 2 years old, I think, is free. 3 to 7 was like $109 or
no, it was like $75.
It was like $75 because they're little kids, and then as you keep going up, like
it kept increasing.
7 to 13, it was another $20 on top of that.
Does that increment too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then 13 to 21.
No, 20. Because 21
or 20
had a different price.
Was like another $20
because
on top
the bar,
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I think the highest price, like per head. Again, it depends on the packages because Lake Oak had 3 different packages you could pick from, and it was something like their gold plan, their silver plan, and then like their platinum plan.
Sure. And all that changes with those is well liquor, name brand liquor, and then buffet or plated.
Yeah.
Liquor, I don't even know her.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have tiers in there.
Yes. And you can downgrade. So we did like the highest before you get premium liquor. So we did well liquor still.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be a plated option where they come and put it down in front of you. We were able to downgrade that and save like $5 or $6 per plate by doing it buffet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when we tried to save a little money.
Yeah, to cut cost.
Yeah.
I think buffet's better.
Honestly, there's only one wedding there's only one wedding I've been to where I was like, that was some pretty good like wedding food.
Yeah.
Other than ours, I thought ours was pretty good, but normally like plated stuff, because it all gets plated at the same time, it all gets brought out at the same time, so it's always like lukewarm or a little cold.
Yeah.
Whereas with the buffet, it's like you get up, it's on a warmer, it's bam bam bam, you go sit down and you start mulling around.
Yeah, and get what you want.
Exactly.
And honestly, like when you have to like mass produce food like that, like I think most people just know wedding food is just kind of wedding food. So
yeah.
There's some good ones.
There's some good ones.
We had good ones.
We've had good ones. But also I feel like I always have the expectation like it's going to probably just be wedding food. And if it's better than that, then that's great.
Honestly, some of the best wedding food we've had was our friends hired a taco vendor.
Oh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It was just a buffet of tacos.
Those are always the best.
Fresh. Like they made them right there in front of you.
No one's ever not going to complain.
No.
They're going to love taco. Yeah, go taco.
Yeah.
Tacos are great.
You cannot screw up tacos.
No.
Pretty hard to mess up tacos.
Or like, the In-N-Out truck after at the end.
Oh my
I wanted to do that so bad, but I think at Lake Oak they can't get down that hill. But I really want, because it's not that expensive. I looked into it. It's not bad. It's like It's in like the $5,000 to $7,000 range.
Okay.
But that's for again 200 people.
Yeah.
So not bad, dude.
And the joy that brings.
When you see In-N-Out pull up, that's
Oh
what
yeah.
you feel.
People are happy.
We went to In-N-Out immediately after our wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
that
yeah.
was our post-wedding meal with In-N-Out.
Funny. So across the street from our hotel was a burger joint also, and we ate also. Did you guys not eat very much at your wedding?
Oh, I've mowed my plate now.
I ate.
You did. You're just hungry.
Yeah.
I was hungry.
Okay, we ate at our wedding. We did not drink at our wedding. That was kind of the trade-off of what
Wait,
happened.
drink
That's
liquid
another thing.
or drink liquor?
Liquor.
Oh, okay. You didn't drink.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
that's another thing. Appoint somebody to be your
Drink.
To get
person.
drunk?
Yeah.
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 Don't let your hand be empty. Seriously. Like appoint somebody that if your hand is empty, they are supposed to grab you a drink.
Okay, I am actually gonna. I normally don't counter, but I'm gonna counter that one. That sounds fun, but I had a wedding before where the groom didn't make it to the end of the reception.
Okay, so don't do that.
It was so weird because it
Maybe
was like
moderation.
they were pouring like tequila and a bunch of like over and over and over,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
didn't stop.
Yeah.
And then they did this thing where they run. It was like a cultural thing. It was like some sort of Latin American
okay.
thing.
Okay.
And the band would keep playing, and the faster you run, the faster the band plays.
Oh God.
And so he's drinking, run,
Oh, so he's just dehydrated.
and then he disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, maybe don't do that.
Or have you seen the video where the groom is getting fed by the mother-in-law like chicken strips?
He's
at the
got
end
like
of
his
the night?
eyes closed and he's like chewing with his mouth open, and she's like holding a fork and like putting it in his mouth, like.
Like he's like that wasted. Like at the end
Oh,
of the
he was
night.
just that wasted. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's,
I was trying to find the context of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Why
Sorry.
was he being fed by
Yeah.
his mom?
Continuing on the being too wasted, he got that wasted, and it's like a viral video if you go look
Yeah.
it up. But he's seriously just like getting fed.
So somewhere in between the not drinking
At all.
Yeah.
and
We had a
getting
couple, but it was-
wasted.
We had a couple, yeah.
And then my dumb but not dumb advice is depending on how much you're gonna drink, that's how much more important your videography becomes.
Yeah.
Because then that's how you remember what happened.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, overall tally, overall price for Lake Oak. What's our cha-ching?
I think just Lake Oak without like any additions, it was 60,
Maybe. Yeah.
50 or 60. I want to say.
Do you remember
Somewhere
what
in
their
that
starting
range.
price was?
So you start out
Yeah.
with a head count there.
Yeah.
So we gave them a head count of I think 120.
No, less than that. Because so with Lake Oak, you're able to increase your number, but you can't decrease. So we like lowballed them a number because we were like, okay, if we have more people, then we can always
always
add
add.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the problem would be if we said, oh, we're going to have 150 and then we only had like 120 show
would've
up,
paid
we
for
would be
150.
paying for 30 people that
Okay.
didn't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
So we lowballed them very low at like 95 or something. So I was
Okay.
like, I think 95 people will come.
And I want to say at 95 it was about 29 like 30.
Yeah.
Like somewhere
Okay.
like in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was somewhere in there.
So adding an additional 100 people, bumps the number.
Yeah.
It does.
Obviously.
Okay, because I've been always hesitant to talk to other people about Lake because I like recommending the place because
Yes.
it's great. I've never had a bad
Yeah.
wedding there, and I do tell them like it starts a little above 25.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna get really hopeful, it's probably gonna be weekday with sub 100.
Yeah.
This is also considering the fact that we did get a weekday rate on
Yeah.
a weekend.
On a weekend.
So that affects our price by about $5,000.
6,000. Because
$6,000.
the venue on a weekday is about 6,000, I think, and then on a weekend it's for right now like 12,000, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere
Yeah.
in there. So again, that's another consideration.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's that number that you're saying? What do you mean by the venue is 6,000 and 12,000?
So there's a venue price. Like the venue fee is like a fee separate from the per head.
Then the
number.
per head fee.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So just to like have your wedding there, it's this much, and
Yeah.
then you get into your per head count for the dinner and the booze
And the drinks and all of that stuff.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
We should really get into their business.
Yeah. I know. I think we all missed a calling in life.
Here's again really practical because again money is just such a thing.
It is.
And I'm again hoping if you're comfortable with this or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're not, and we'll cut it out. But that's a big chunk of change.
It is.
How did you guys plan for that to make sure that it didn't like?
So she is an only daughter,
Yes.
and her parents very graciously helped out with a lot
everything
of the wedding.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah, everything.
So,
My parents paid for the wedding.
Yeah.
So that was how we were able to get that worked out.
So if you're planning a wedding, make sure to talk to her parents to see if they can subsidize your wedding. It's a good way.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I know, we're very lucky.
Yeah,
we do not take that for granted because I know weddings are so out of control, so we don't take that for granted for 1 minute.
Okay, do you mind one more question on that?
Absolutely.
Because I think that's a dynamic, that's a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
So I will sometimes advise people to be careful.
Yeah.
Because it depends on your relationship with your parents.
Yes.
If you have a good relationship and it looks like you do, then that could be good and awesome.
Yeah.
But if it's a tricky relationship, then there could be a lot of friction born out of because the power.
The power of money is everything.
Yes.
Because I'm paying for it, so you're gonna do this instead of how you wanted it. It becomes a thing.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? And why did it work out with you?
For us, it worked out so well. I'm very close with my parents. So for us, it was really no issue in that sense because every step of the way when I was playing stuff, I mean, my mom was my sounding board for everything. So for me, it was so easy in a lot of ways to like talk back and forth on ideas. And like, she also had very much of a mindset, like it is your guys' day. I want it to feel like your day. Like, so she also had a very strong like mindset of that. But I can definitely see where if that's maybe not your dynamic, I don't know that if that had been the dynamic, I don't think we would have taken money in that instance. Just because we've seen it a little bit too with some of our friends' weddings and stuff where that can be a difficult dynamic to be managing. Because, of course, I always tell people too, when you take money from someone, you also
Take
get
their opinions.
Because now they have some influence on the day, and they do have a right to have feelings about how their money's being spent. So
for sure.
Yeah, so it's just it's a tricky dynamic to manage and navigate if you are in a more difficult situation like that. Yeah.
So be careful. I mean, there are strings attached, so to speak, when you receive big monetary gifts to make your wedding happen. Know your relationships with the parents. I mean, we all know our relationship with our parents.
Yeah.
We know how it's gonna go. So be careful, be mindful, and gratefulness. I mean, the gesture even further, like giving your mom those. That's a small price to pay to just give that little gesture and say, "I really appreciate you."
Yes.
That's my goals for my kids. It's like, oh man, I think about my daughters. When I like see dads making speeches and stuff, and I think about like what kind of
it's hard.
And I still feel guilty for how much they spent like on everything. I'm just like, because I've never been one to ask for money, handouts, anything like that. I've always been like a pave my own way, and so I still am like trying to find ways to prove to them that I am so thankful for everything that they did. And it's a little hard, man. Like,
I think when you take the money, though, it also opens you need to have the open communication about the money. Like, it's like not daily necessarily, but it's probably like a weekly talk that you're having about like, hey, money's going here. Like, are we okay with this price? Like, we could cut costs by doing this. Like, it does kind of require you to be pretty organized, too, with the money stuff because it's not necessarily like our money going, so we need to be pretty like transparent about how the money is being spent and where it's going.
So it made you even more mindful.
Yes, and that's why like we went from plated to buffet because we were like, okay, we're gonna cut cost this way. Like it's about $5-6 per plate that it's gonna cut down,
and that adds up.
And that is, for 200 people, that adds up really fast. That's I mean, per $5 per 20 people is $100. So
Did you keep like Excel sheets or that kind of stuff to organize
Google Doc?
Everything?
Yeah, we had a Google Doc with all the vendors, their prices. We had a separate Google sheets, I should say, that we had each one of the wedding guests plus their age and then how much their per head.
Yeah, because you have to collect all that data.
To collect all that data and break all that down because we had some friends with young kids that I was like, okay, they could bring the kids and it won't cost anything. So.
And did you regularly meet with the parents then?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was living at home at the time, so it was kind of easy for me because when my mom got home from work, we were able to just sit down and have that talk at night. Like, okay, let's break this down really quick.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. No, that's great. I think we learned quite a bit here. Wrapping things up, are there any other last pieces of advice that you want to give that you don't think we mentioned for someone planning their wedding right now?
Yeah.
Any pitfalls that they need to look out for? Any stuff that you're already advising to your peoples right now?
A big thing for me is I got a little bit of flack for not inviting certain people to my wedding.
Ooh, yeah.
Whether it be because I don't see them often enough, they haven't met Sophie, or whatever the reason is, they didn't get an invite. Don't let those people guilt trip you into an invite. Because, and I'm not necessarily saying that the people I didn't invite contact me personally, but other family members, oh, well, why didn't they come, blah, 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 blah. And it truly does come down to, hey, at the end of the day, you know, just for this one person to be here, it's $150 to $200.
This is not cheap.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. I haven't seen them in X amount of years. They don't know my spouse. They don't, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I had to have those hard talks with, you know, whoever it may be that came to me and asked about it. And
those are the same prerequisites that my wife and I had in picking.
Exactly.
Like, hey, people that mattered in our life, people that I was like, if they're going to get really butthurt if I didn't invite them, because I matter that much.
Are they going to be in your life in 5, 10 years?
That's a hard one, too.
I think that's a big one, too.
That's
that
another
I've heard.
big one that I had to consider is, you know, hey, do I see me and this person still talking 5, 10 years from now?
Yeah.
And if that wasn't a, you know, and make a tier list of your people. Hey, these people have to be invited. And then if people from this list say no, maybe you have, you know, a couple from this list that can come in. Or, you know, however you want to work it. But I would say my biggest piece of advice is don't let other people's feelings on how you're planning your wedding affect your mood on it. Because it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
It's going to kill you.
Okay. Because you can't please everyone.
No, you really can't.
Exactly.
It's
too
impossible.
much weight on your head.
Exactly.
And you're making so many decisions already.
Yeah.
Like, tons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In one
For
moment
day.
in time.
Yeah.
For one... I'll be very lenient for a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
And that's from start of hair, makeup, guys getting ready to the end of the night. It's a lot.
A lot of decisions.
Exactly.
I have to say, one thing that I'll say about it is that for me, I think one mindset that like really saved me on the wedding day from like freaking out and being so overwhelmed and stuff is I was like, if it didn't happen by today, like if something like planning wise did not happen by today, it's not happening and it's just not important enough. Like
just let it go.
Just let it go. I really adopted like a let it go attitude about stuff. Like we had a couple mishaps like where I had given my bridesmaids like earrings and necklaces and stuff and a couple of them forgot it and I was like, it just does not matter. Like it's not going to ruin the whole day if they don't have the necklace or something. Like it's just not that big of a deal. Or if like a certain table doesn't look how you thought or something. Like it's just kind of like something that you think it's such a big deal because you've thought about it so much leading up to this. And then
you
like
planned it for 10 to 14 months.
Yeah, like so you think about it so much, but then you kind of realize like, man, I didn't even think about that all day.
Yeah. You probably didn't even see that small detail you really cared so much about or...
Yeah, I never even saw our welcome table at the wedding. Like,
Not
I saw
until the end of the
pictures
night.
of it.
Oh, that's funny.
So, which is so hilarious because I ordered everything on that table and I like had like a diagram of how it's going to be laid out and stuff and I never even saw it. So I'm like, you know, don't sweat the little things like that. Like, they will come
Nobody
together.
else at the wedding is going to notice it.
And
you know?
for everyone else knows that's exactly how you plan for it to look.
Exactly. No, exactly. For sure.
You're the only one that will know that did not go according to plan or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That in and of itself can make for a good day.
Yes.
Because it's that mindset.
Yes.
And especially for the bride specifically, if the bride starts to freak out or things start to bother them, everyone, it cascades to all the vendors.
It does.
To all the family members.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything. So yes, I 100% agree. So hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. Such great advice. They're living it through. They've lived it. They're living it at the moment too. So that's kind of a unique perspective. And we got really candid here. So you have any questions about Lake Oak Meadows or about they're planning things, like leave it down below, and we'll try to answer. We'll try to ask questions. Maybe we'll make a whole episode out of it. Like, let us know what kind of things that you want to learn more about planning your wedding. Of course, if you're needing a wedding photographer, videographer, we're here in Southern California, and we're pretty good. We're pretty okay.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty awesome.
Not bad. And if you need some help, you don't have a wedding planner right now, we do have the GPT, a Weddings Unveiled, that we created specifically. If you're a ChatGPT user, then it'll be very natural for you to use this GPT. It's being jammed, like I'm constantly adding more data to it of all the things that I'm learning so that it can keep helping you. So feel free to get that link down below in the description as well, and hopefully that can help you. Let's see what else. And any of the resources that we have from their wedding, we'll put those links down below too. Hope you got something out of it, and leave comments, questions down below. Do the subscribey things and the belly, and I don't know where you're watching this from, but just do the things that you're supposed to do on YouTube, I guess.
Click the like button, hit the bell so you're notified when I post a new video, and subscribe.
And if they need a plumber,
Pride Plumbing Services, Southern California.
no, you got to do it in the voice.
Thank you for calling Pride Plumbing Services in Southern California, your #1 and premier plumbing provider.
Ooh, pretty good. And did we figure out yet who will beat anyone's advertised price or matches is free?
Mathis Brothers. I want to say it's Mathis Brothers. I'm pretty sure it's Mathis Brothers. You got it? Yeah. I think I got it.
I
nailed
think
that,
it
dude.
might be Mattress Brothers.
I think I got it.
Mattress?
Mathis.
Mathis?
Yeah, I want to say
Oh,
Mathis.
I have no idea now.
If you know who says that line, leave it.
Comment down below.
Comment down below. That's how you
leave
get
the
engagement.
So, speaking of GPT, here. Who says the catchphrase in a commercial will beat anyone's advertised price or it matches is free?
That catchphrase is pretty well known from the world of furniture commercials. It's famously used by Bob's Discount Furniture. They have a long-running slogan that goes something like, "We'll beat any advertised price, or your mattress is free."
I don't remember
So
that.
I
if they're-
don't think it is. I
No.
don't believe her.
Yeah.
Well, or leave a comment down below if anyone is watching this. We want to know.